So, good morning everybody. Cloud ERP live stream, Thursday, 8 o'clock. Welcome to YouTube, to LinkedIn, and all our viewers today. So, what did I bring today? I brought my sunglasses. Yeah, so sometimes, of course, if the sun shines, they are very practical. But sometimes they are not so practical. So imagine you are in a dark basement and you are searching something in some corner, dark corner. Yeah, so you might have the difficulties to find it or to see it if you wear your sunglasses. So obviously then in this case it is your eyes that are preventing, you cannot see with your eyes. Yeah? So that is why it's better if you are in a dark basement and searching something, you put off the sunglasses, and put on the clear glasses. Then you can see what you are searching for. So this is sometimes our eyes prevent something to see what is there actually. Yeah. And but there's not only the eyes that prevent something to see. Yeah. Sometimes you go into the kitchen and maybe your family says, "Bring the salt." Yeah, bring the salt. Then you go to the cupboard, open the cupboard. And where's the salt? I don't see it. Yeah. Then comes maybe, I don't know, your wife grabs it and there it is, right before your eyes. So it was there all the time, yeah. And you even have the clear glasses on, so it was not the eyes preventing it from seeing it, but you just don't see it. It was your mind preventing it to see, yeah? Because maybe the salt was not on the place you expected it to be. Maybe typically it stands on the right side and this time it stands on the left side. So you were expecting it standing on the right side and then you couldn't see it with your mind because it's standing on the left side, yeah? So that is what happens typically, and there we see there are different reasons why we sometimes maybe don't see things. So sometimes we don't see things with our eyes, yeah? And especially in software business, it is always hard to see things with our eyes because, software is invisible in a certain sense, yeah? Of course, you can look at a screen and then you see this user interface and so on. But what it really does, the process and so on, that is sometimes invisible. Yeah? So sometimes we have a hard thing to see it with our eyes, especially in software business. But sometimes it is not the eyes preventing us because we have process models, we have everything of this explaining things. It is our mind preventing us from seeing something. Yeah? And that is something interesting to consider. So today it will be about a new experiment we will do together, which is reimagination. But let us go step by step. And so today's topic is reconciling process and landscape maturity. So in the last 2 days we before I come to that, join us on Menti. As usual, if you are a regular viewer, you know the procedure, because then we can have polls and question and answers. So the number for Menti is 37351616. Yeah, so in the last days we considered about process maturity and we considered about landscape maturity, which is system landscape maturity. Yeah. And yesterday we had about a process maturity for companies, and our poll was about what is your observed process maturity of most companies you know about. Yeah, we had 6 levels, which is acknowledge operational inefficiencies, process aware, level 2, level 3, intra-process automation and control. Level 4 is inter-process automation and control. Level 5, enterprise valuation control, and level 6, agile business structure. So, and we made this poll, and this was the result. Most think that most companies they know are on the lower level of process maturity, actually. Yeah. So there's a lot of potential, actually. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of progress to be made. Yeah. And yeah, it is something to consider and interesting to see. Yeah. So as a reminder, yesterday, these are these process maturity phases from Gartner we have discussed. Yeah. And it was all about how can we progress to even visualize our processes, yeah, which begins in phase 2, über awareness. Yeah, this is just what we talked about, you remember. Okay, let me... No. You remember this sunglasses, yeah? If you're not aware of the process, you cannot find it, actually. This is clear. Yeah, so about process awareness, second level, and then automation and control, and even the higher levels of process optimization and improvement even. Yeah, we discussed also about the, let's say, contradiction between, on the one hand, process optimization, and on the other hand, process agility or adaptability, because sometimes it's better to make a process more efficient so that you have more profit from it. Sometimes it's better to change a process, in which case it will not be very efficient in the beginning, but then you are on a higher level of a process, maybe using new possibilities, new technologies even. Yeah. So that was the discussion of yesterday, this process maturity. And the day before we discussed about the landscape maturity, which is covering the question, yeah, which systems do I have which support this endeavor? Yeah? Actually, if we go back, we see, driven by various optimization techniques in real time. Yeah, and we thought, okay, real time can only be possible if you have some system that supports you with real time data, like an ERP system, obviously. Yeah. So how would you measure a process in real business operations if you don't have an ERP system? I don't know how you should do that. Yeah, that is basically impossible to do. Only if it is I don't know, you need some software to do it. Yeah. So in practically, we have only this choice. Yeah, basically. And this is why the landscape maturity is also so important. But yeah, we discussed the day before, the week before, that sometimes the level of process maturity is so low, yeah, that it stands in the way. We are blocking ourselves from possibilities, because we cannot adapt our system landscape. It is either standalone in-house or small point solution used and so on. We discussed all of this. And distributed IT systems with poor interfaces, high data replication, and. So these are architectures which hinder the optimization of processes, and they hinder the progress, and they block actually the rate of innovation. Yeah, the rate of innovation that is available if a company achieves this level 4 intelligent application and platform. Yeah. So then there's a data-centric platform supporting intelligent applications that leverage machine learning Internet of Things predictive capabilities to automate transactions and provide proactive insights. There we have it again, insights. Yeah, you have to have insights. Yeah, not blindly going through the world. Yeah, but clear vision, clear insights. But you can only have this clear insights if you have clear and quality data as a basis for that. And that is what we discussed. And you can only have clear and quality data if you have clear and quality processes. So there's a certain connection between the two. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know about you, but I was asking myself, how could we reconcile these two? Yeah. Because yeah, these two are two, like say, way to look at a common problem. Yeah, the common problem or the common challenge is to substantiate value. To substantiate value creation in our company, because that is why the company exists. Obviously, yeah, create value for the customers, create value for all stakeholders, also for the employees and so on. Yeah. So that is why the company exists. And how can we use these two approaches, this two value management approach on the left side and the business process management approach on the right side, to substantiate value? Yeah? So they are different in the approach, as we said. Also, we discussed bottom up is a business process management approach here. It's process indicator driven, and the value management approach is key performance indicator driven. And how can we reconcile the two? How can we make them work together? How can we achieve that the system landscape or landscape maturity, yeah, is a supporter of the process maturity? And how can we achieve that the process maturity is a supporter of a better landscape maturity? How can we achieve that? Yeah. So otherwise, this is like blaming each other. Yeah. Each time IT wants to improve the landscape, yeah, then they say, yeah, but we don't know your processes. Yeah, your processes need to be better organized. You need to make transparent your processes. Yeah. So then this is, and then the other, if the business department wants to improve the processes, yeah, then they maybe do finger pointing to IT and say, yeah, okay, with your systems, yeah, we cannot make progress, and so on and so on. And how do we do that? Yeah. And yeah, so sometimes this is a deadlock, and this is not a good thing. Yeah, obviously. How do we resolve that deadlock? So and also there is this problem that if we think about how can we improve our key performance indicators, it is a different question of how can we improve our process performance indicators. Because how can we improve our process performance indicators is only how can we improve the existing processes. But sometimes we need to think about non-existing processes, better processes. Yeah. So if people say to me, yeah, Frank, I want a new ERP system, it must do the same thing that my current ERP system does, but only in a modern way. Then I think, wow, no, this is not what Cloud ERP offers. Yeah. But yeah, in fact, I hear this. Yeah, I hear this. And this is a different approach. Yeah, and this different approach is reimagination. Yeah, reimagination. And I like this term. This is from SAP. So reimaginate your process, actually. And this is just one example. Today I brought one example. So we are using the power of our mind to think about how could a new world look like, a new process look like with a better technology, with better SAP solutions. Yeah? It's not exactly the same process as it was in the past. It's a different process. And sometimes we might not see it. Yeah? We cannot see it because, again, we wear our sunglasses. Yeah? That is, we don't have the information. We don't even know that it exists. Yeah? We have never heard about it. Nobody there explaining to us. Yeah? We don't even know. So that is really a big problem. Yeah? I know I have met so many, yeah, even CEOs and chief technology officers and CFOs who don't even know about what today is possible with all the advancements in technology and in SAP solutions. They don't know. Nobody's there to tell them. And maybe they are also busy. Yeah? This is a common problem. And when I tell them, when I say, okay, imagine this. Yeah? Imagine this. Imagine you can, for example, here. Let's make an example. Yeah? This is why I brought this source to contract. Yeah? So imagine you can collaborate on initiating, drafting, and negotiate contracts in near real time with SAP Ariba contracts. Imagine this. Yeah? They say, wow, I didn't even think about this. Yeah? Yeah, so this is why we also are doing these live streams. Yeah? It is making known everything that is possible with these new SAP solutions. Yeah, that we have now available to use and are used already. Yeah, they are used already. This is also important to know, obviously. Yeah, so even if you don't know it, somebody else knows it and use it and has a competitive advantage. So why not learn about it? Yeah, why not have a look at it and see it with our eyes also? Yeah. And then the other problem is like our mind is in our way, maybe standing in our way. Yeah, the mind, for example, could say, okay, maybe I could collaborate on initiating, drafting, and negotiating the contract in near real time with SAP Ariba contracts, but we only have email with our supplier. Yeah, we used to do this all the time. And then we create a PDF document, and this is how our process works. Yeah, we use Microsoft Word, we use email, we use PDF. This is how our process works. And we want to use it the same way. We want to use it the same way as in the past. So there's something else blocking your vision. Yeah, it's not that you don't know. Yeah. Many people know that SAP offers intelligent solutions for their company, but they say, but then I must change my process. But I don't want to change my process. Why? Yeah, because it's risky, because I don't know, anything can happen, and I have heard this story, and then the fear comes in, yeah? And then you think, maybe it's too difficult, maybe it's too expensive, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe I better stick with my old process and optimize it a little bit. Yeah, you can do that, obviously. But how long? How long can you do that? Yeah? How long can you stick with your old process? Tell me. Yeah? So there are so many changes going on in this world, and everybody is aware that changes are going on. Yeah, so everybody's talking about AI, and I don't know. I don't even want to go into that rabbit hole. But yeah, so curiosity is good. Curiosity is good. It's good to be curious about what is possible. Yeah? And sometimes it is also necessary to imagine what could happen if my company makes a bold step to reimagine a different company, a company supported by intelligent technologies from SAP. Yeah? And to imagine this transition. Yeah? So, for example, the old world, the traditional scenario, back and forth documents over email to agree on final version of supplier's signature, that results in a lot of administrative workload. Yeah? So everybody's complaining, obviously, about the administrative workload. It could be easier, yeah? Contract creation and negotiation, electronic approval and signature of contract, preventing manual effort of chasing down signature. Because, so yesterday I had a call with a business partner, and I'm using a small, very small tool, Calendly. Yeah, Calendly. You can put your, maybe I show it to you on a different day, but you can put, now, let me show it to you right now. So here, it's a very simple tool. Yeah, you can plan a day. You can plan an appointment with me. Yeah. So here are my when I'm slots free, and then you can just click and okay, then you get an appointment, and then it's in your calendar, it's in my calendar. Even the GoToMeeting is automatically sent around, and everything is automated. So you get your appointment without me answering your email, without clicking and doing doing a GoToMeeting plan. It's all automated. Yeah? It's so simple tool, so simple tool. And he said, "Yeah, wow, this is cool. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Yeah, I'm going to use that." Yeah, sometimes these are the simple things that make the life more efficient and more effective in the end, because you have two ways of being more effective. There are two ways of being more effective. The first way is to work harder. Yeah? First way to be more effective is to work harder. It is, if you're in the old world and you're using your old tools and your old processes to be more effective, you need to work harder. But what happens if you work harder? Yeah, you're getting more tired, and then you're not going to work so hard anymore, and then you're not going to be so effective. Yeah, so that is one way of doing that. Yeah. So, but the other way of doing improved effectiveness is to be more efficient. Efficiency. Yeah, if you're going to cut down a tree, you're not using a dull axe, but you're sharpening your axe before. Yeah, you want to make sure you want to have the sharpest axe, and take the time to sharpen your axe, and then you can be more effective. You need less time to cut down the tree. Yeah, you can be more effective even with less effort. Even with less effort. So that is the new world. The new world with SAP solutions. So it's always our choice. Yeah, we can work harder or we can work smarter. This is, our company. It's called Adapro, and our slogan is "Work hard, not smart." Let me see if I find a. I'll be back in a second. Yeah. So here, there it is. Yeah, our company business card, and here we go. Work hard, not smart. Yeah. So that is why we are saying, yeah, work smart. No, work smart, not hard. That's the way. Yeah, some people think it's better to work harder than smarter, but that is not our way. So our way is working smarter than harder. And this is why it is so important to reimagine your process. And that is why I wanted to talk to you about this. Even before we dive into all of these intricacies of all of these process improvements. Because there are so many possibilities. There are so many possibilities of improving your processes, and this source to contract is just one possibility. Yeah, just one out of so many. And I wanted to think us about it before we go into details about, you can improve your process here, you can improve your process here. There's a common denominator, a common way of doing this is to be able to reimagine your process. Yeah. So that is the basic foundation. And by this we are able to reconcile this value management approach here and this BPM approach here. Because it helps us to open our mind to better processes instead of just optimizing the old processes. Yeah? And it gives us the possibility to think about how can we create value in a way with a speed of innovation that was not possible even before. Yeah? So this is my statement. The solution to the challenge is how can we reconcile landscape maturity, this one, including the value management approach, and the business process maturity challenge. How can we reconcile it? The answer is by reimagining your process. This is the answer, in my opinion. But let's discuss about this, obviously. Let's do a poll. Yeah. So let's do. It is like a little bit a training. Yeah. Like let us try now to imaginate an innovative process. Yeah. So everybody can type any answer. It is just words, and it's going to create a word cloud. And just take any example from, I don't know, your daily life or your daily business life, what I mean, or your company or whatever, and think about it. Try in a moment to reimaginate a process, to innovate a process. Yeah. Don't use too many words, because maybe it's better to use 1, 2, or 3 words if you type it in. And let's try to do this exercise now. So you should, if you joined Menti, you should be now able to type in answers or type in suggestions for reimagination of processes. Take anything from your work day life that you are always thinking like, this is more complicated than it could be. Yeah. So think about what could you do? What could be automated? What could be supported by AI? Which could be supported by better reports? Which could be a better process? Yeah. So give this possibility. Yeah. So there should be now the possibility to answer and to enter some of these ideas. I know it can be challenging if you have a if you have an empty white piece of paper. Yeah. But it's a training. It's anything we can do. So let me also enter one or the other idea. yeah, so let us think about to what can be a better process in our daily lives, for example, yeah, or business life, yeah. So we have some answers, some ideas. So let me do a countdown. Maybe let us give start countdown 30 seconds. That's great. That's great. Already, huh? It's also a great feeling to be innovative thinking, yeah, in innovative community. Yeah, no, thank you for all your feedback. So they are very interesting answers, yeah. Actually, I must say, check cost completeness, yeah, yeah, for period closing, for example, yeah. Upload supplier invoice. Yeah, I think there's another one that is similar. It is import supplier invoices. Here we have upload supplier invoice, and here we have import supplier invoice. So, yeah, two times similar idea. Yeah. So what do we have? Face recognition. Yeah, instead of typing in your password, just sit at the computer. Boop, there it go. Actually, if you have an Apple Watch, yeah, and you're logged in, this is also something that communicates with my computer, and I don't have to type my password again and again. That's interesting. And also paying with it is also an interesting. So predict quantity, yeah. AI sorting my email, yeah, that would be great if I don't know, if you know a good tool, yeah, to AI tool to sort my email, it would be great. Or even to-do lists, yeah. So let me know. Best practices, yeah. Great service order, yeah. And post overhead costs, yeah, to distribute this overhead costs onto cost centers or project automatically. Integrated, innovative, effective. Approve, reject by swipe. Yeah, so that is even not possible, but also we're doing this all the time. Yeah, we're using mobile and we're getting this approval task, and we are swiping right and left, and then it's done. Yeah. So that is possible if you have an SAP system. Yeah. Create income statement, right? Create customer request. Compare images. Yeah, that's also if you are doing many photos. Yeah, you have many similar photos, and there are AI that helps you to identify similar or even bad quality, and then you can better sort your photos, for example. Yeah, or I don't know what you had in mind. Maybe it is for comparing images of products. I don't know if that is already possible today. So what do we have here? QR code, agile, create offer for customer. Yeah, very important process, and very good if it's supported by intelligent technologies. Predict quantity, we had this, and remind of an appointment. Yeah, actually this is also, if you have sometimes I need to make some ads for Apple, but if you have this watch, yeah, then it reminds you, for example, of appointments. And sometimes you want to have this integrated maybe with lead management. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much. 21 answers, great experience and great exercise. I hope you find it inspiring too. And yeah, so let us look if there are any questions. So let us give 10 seconds about questions. If you have a question, you can still answer these questions. Otherwise, we are over time already. Yeah, so then let us join tomorrow as we go deeper in these examples of reimagination of your processes. We have today acquired a new ability, that is reimagination. No, actually this was an ability that every human has already. It's only sometimes it's sleeping. Yeah, so it's good to wake it up, and let us continue tomorrow 8 o'clock in reimagining your processes. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for joining today, and have a good day. Goodbye.